Well, this is basically a new build. We're just in here 6 months, and last year when we were building it, yeah, this is what we needed, but we haven't really thought about how we're going to empty it yet. And then before we started using it, then we learned about this system. We thought it was a really good idea, so that's the biggest reason I went ahead with it.
And what were the key facts that you'd heard of that made this of interest to you?
The biggest thing for me is you don't have to agitate between loads. If you just want to do a 50-acre hay field, you don't have to stir the whole pit up just to take a little bit out. The first load is the same as the last load.
And so far you've emptied the tank.
We partially emptied it once in the summertime, and now just this last week we emptied it completely, and as far as I can see, it looks great.
And the manure consistency?
The manure consistency, the first load is the same as the last load.
Yeah.
You can see in the field, it's all the same.
Right. How about any odors with this system?
Well, we're used to it all, and I don't smell a thing.
Right.
I don't smell a thing.
Good. And when you took the manure out onto the field, did you notice any differences with this manure as opposed to manure you've hauled and spread from your previous tanks?
Well, we spread over after second cut. We put up manure over all the fields. We finished on a Saturday, and we had a nice rain Saturday night. And Monday the alfalfa was already 3 inches tall. So that was an eye opener for me. Maybe it would have grew somewhat anyways because of the rain, but I was, holy man, that really shot up quick.
Yeah.
And what I really found interesting was you didn't see no tire marks from the spreaders. Other years you can see basically till the third cut's almost ready to harvest, you can still see exactly where you drove. And this time you didn't see any of that.
Good.
So I thought that was interesting.
System, what would you say that is? Or the top 3 things with this system that you're impressed with?
Well, the top thing for me is time saving, fuel savings. Like when it comes to emptying, there's no agitation. You just drop your pump and go. That's number one. Maybe not number one for everybody, but for me, that's number one. Manure consistency is big. Like you don't have to. Like you're not just hauling water or hauling solids at the end. That's huge. And just that the manure quality. That's to be determined yet. From what I see so far, I think it's going to be huge too.
Yeah.
The manure quality is going to be like the plant's going to be able to use it right away.
Right, exactly. So far, based on your experience with it, would you recommend the Dairypower Smart Manure Aeration system?
I've been saying this to everybody. With everything we've done with the new build and everything, this is what I'm most excited about.
Yeah.
This is Dairypower System. And maybe it's because it's a new concept for here in North America and everything else, but I'm really liking what I see.
Yeah.
It's doing everything the Dairypower said it was going to do, and then some, as far as I'm concerned. Well, it's still relatively new, but right now I'm 100% satisfied.
Yeah.
It's great. It looks like it's going to stand up. It's simple. It's a simple concept. It's not really complicated, and it doesn't use a lot of power. We have only set for 6 hours a day. Only one motor, and it's not a huge energy draw. I think it's a great system.